Happy Monday, guys! Let's go ahead and learn our new Letterland spelling patterns for this week. These are super fun and a little tricky. So you'll have to work really hard this week working on your words, doing your practice assignments, and just practicing your spelling words every single night, okay? So today we're going to meet two more vowel stealing robots in Letterland. Can you guys remember the other vowel stealing robots we already met? Orville and Arthur R. Good job. So these guys are even trickier than Orville Orr and Arthur R, if you can believe it. We're going to start with this guy. I want you to look at this picture. His name is Irving Err. We're going to practice his name so we won't forget it. As I push this towards you, I want you to say Irving Err with me 3 times, okay? Irving Err. Irving Err. Irving Err. Good. Now I want you to look carefully in his bag. What does he like to steal? Ink bottles or empty ink. You're exactly right. He likes to steal ink bottles and trick us into saying empty ink's sound. But we have to be good detectives and say Irving Er's last name instead when we see empty ink behind him. Because remember, anytime we have a robot stealing a vowel, they are too shocked to say their name. So we can't say empty ink's name when we see IR. Instead, we're going to say Irving Er's last name. Er. Very good. I want you to look at this word with me, please. This is a sight word, and it has Irving Err. What's this word? Girl. Do you see Irving Err right there in the middle? Let's finger tap this word. It's going to have 3 sounds. G, l, girl. Irving Err says Good. Let's do another one. All right. Here's another good word that has Irving Err. B, d. Irving Err. B, d. Finger tap that with me. B, d. Bird has Irving Err. We don't sound it out like this. Beard. Nope, there's a beard flying in the sky. Doesn't make sense. This does not say Impy Ink's regular sound. It says bird. All right, friends. So I'm going to read you the story of Irving Err. And you can look at the picture and look for the little things that I read to you about in the story in the picture. Irving Err is the 3rd brother in the robot gang. He captures ink, then reports back to Red Robot with his last name, Err, so you can't hear Impy Ink making his usual sound. Irving Err gets into far fewer words than either of his brothers, because most of the ink bottles in Letterland make themselves invisible when they see Irving Err coming. If Impy Ink gets caught, he squirts ink onto Irving's shirt. That's why virtually every shirt Irving owns is dirty. Irving Err, now this is the stuff that's going on in the picture, so pay attention. Irving Err has upset the girl behind him. She has been planning a 30th birthday party for one of the clowns in the circus. She has bought him a new shirt and cooked him some sirloin steak and a birthday cake too. Now the clown with the hose really needs to squirt the ink off that brand new shirt. Do you think Irving Err has seen the acrobats swirling around and the girl twirling her baton? Even the circus dog is whirling round in circles. Can you find 13 birds here at the circus today? If you want to pause it, you can try to look for the 13 birds in the picture. All right, I'm going to move on to our next friend. So you might be wondering why I said that these 2 new vowel stealers that we're going to learn about today are even more tricky than Orville Orr and Arthur R. Well, this is why. So that guy we just met, what was his name again? Irving er. The next one we're going to meet is this guy. His name is Urgent Er. He's Irving Er's robot brother. Let's say his name 3 times. Urgent Er. Urgent Er. Urgent Er. What does he like to steal? Yes, he steals umbrellas. Good. When he steals an umbrella, he says his last name, which sounds just like Irving Er's last name, but they don't spell it the same way. So look, he also says but that's not ink in here. That's an umbrella. It's UR, not IR. The tricky part is when we write a word, we have to remember whether it's spelled with a UR or an IR, because they both say Super tricky. So when we're reading a word that has UR in it, like this, we always say Urgent Er's last name. Let's say it 3 times. Good. Let's look at some words that follow that pattern, and then I'll read you his story. Oh, I lost my marker. There it is. Look at this word. Fur. Good. Let's do one more. And I'm going to underline Irving Er. I'm sorry, not Irving Er, Urgent Er. See, even I get confused. That's why you got to practice these a lot this week. Ready? Finger tap this word with me. Silent E. Nurse. Very good. But you have to make sure you know this one is UR and not IR, because they both say Very tricky. All right, let's read his story. Urgent Er. This is Urgent Er. You won't see him very often, but when you do, he'll be capturing umbrellas. He reports back to Red Robot with just one word, his last name, so you can't hear Uppy Umbrella making her usual sound. Urgent must have cold feet because he always turns up wearing boots made of thick, curly purple fur. Did you hear those? Curly purple fur. The boots make him a slower runner than his other brothers, so you hardly ever see him at the end of words. So he's very rarely at the end of words because he's pretty slow. What an eventful Thursday in Letterland. Now look at the picture as I read. Everyone is talking about it. Urgent has jumped off the curb and smashed an urn. He is disturbing the turkeys too, though maybe now they'll turn and see that fox lurking in the bushes. There's a veterinary surgeon's van near the girl who is burning leaves. Do you think an animal has been hurt? The cat curled up by the curtain doesn't seem to be hurt. Maybe that nurse will be needed to help the man in the hurdle race. He's been hurled right off his horse. Pretty cool, huh? All right, friends. So the important thing for you to remember this week is Irving and Urgent have the same sound, but one has a U, one has an I. Okay, so you have to pay really close attention to your words this week so you know which one is IR, which one's UR. I'm going to read you your word list, and then I'll also have it posted in Class Dojo. All right, here's your Irving IR words. Bird, girl, first, shirt, and thirsty. And here's Urgent UR words. Curly, hurt, burn, nurse, turning. And your tricky words this week are move and warm. Today, I want you to do your words 3 times each, all your words, all 10 words plus your 2 tricky words. And then if you want to do another way to practice them, please be my guest. You have your word work notebooks at home now, so you know the activities you can choose. Make sure you're paying really close attention to which words are IR and which words are UR. Cannot wait to see your work. Have an awesome Monday.